This is my review for Glee Season 6, Episode 12, 2009. Now, this is actually a flashback episode. It talks about, the actual kind of what you don't see in the pilot episode. It does show you some of the songs that we already heard, like Mr. Cellophane, I Kissed a Girl, Don't Stop Believing. Those three songs are still in this episode. Though we actually do get a full song of I Kissed a Girl from this is a song from Tina, which we were expecting to get it from all the way from season 1 from the pilot episode. So I'm still upset we didn't get Mr. Cellophane as a studio. I would have liked that also as a studio. It's not that long of a song, but still we should have had every episode, every song that they sang should have came out as a studio. I always believe that, why sing a song, with the band and all that stuff, and actually has a studio version, but not release the actual song. Which they actually end up doing this episode, each character actually had, except for Rachel, because she had her inner monologue in the pilot of the series. But Kurt actually has the monologue, Mercedes does, Tina, Artie, the original New Directions, those four would actually have a monologue and talk about why they joined Glee Club, what the reason behind, Tina, Artie, why did they, audition for Glee Club, and find out that it was basically a kind of like a dare type of thing, saying, we did this, now you have to do this, there actually is a couple of people who actually would pick on Rachel and Kurt, which, I didn't think that they would be together, I thought they'd be totally separate. I thought Artie was going to be in the, geek section, Tina with the goth, each in their own specific area, kind of like how High School Musical was, each person was in different places, and then all of a sudden they come together, in one specific place. They actually sing a couple new songs in this. You actually hear the full song from Pony, which was Artie's audition song. We get Popular from Wicked. This is Rachel Berry and Kurt Hummel, because they actually end up banding together to actually join the club, because they're looking for more members, because otherwise they're not going to be able to do it. But Rachel only wants the good people who can sing to be in there, but as long as they're not too good and don't overpower her, so that's why she has Mercedes joins, because she thinks she's good but doesn't think she's as good as herself, and she figures out that Kurt can sing really good, but still they band together, and Kurt is actually he is forced to join the club. That's why he is in it. It's not just because he likes to be in the club, but because he has no friends, and his dad was actually gonna do something and actually force him to join the club, any type of club, and the only one that he actually wouldn't mind fitting into is either the New Directions or anything that doesn't deal with sports. And then we actually go to Mercedes' church, and she sings "I'm His Child," which actually does really good. I love this church. This song is just perfect for her and her choir. Though it's not like last time we've seen her in church where the choir's right behind her, singing with her. They are behind her, but not like right behind her. It's mainly just her singing it. And we see the it has actually has been in the episode towards the end. It's just they put scenes from the pilot into this episode, which is actually a nice touch. And actually having Don't Stop Believing, that performance. And they talk about how now Kurt and and Mercedes, they wanted to get rid of Finn because they were afraid that they were gonna bring in all these other people and force him to leave the club. And so Kurt doesn't want to, because of course then his dad would be mad at him. And but overall, it was a good episode. It just didn't make sense to do it, at the end of the season. of the series, but I'm glad they did show some of this stuff. It would have been better if they used it in other episodes as flashbacks, going like from how Rachel and Kurt, were enemies, and then they think about, what they talked about in the past was, trying to stick together and help each other, and show the clip of them doing that and showing them performing popular and all that, and then go to the next episode, which deals with them 5 years in the future. But overall, it's a good episode. You get more of the backstory of why people do things. It was really good.